Hey guys, welcome back to the training channel. Today I'm joined with Scott from Nocturnality, and we also have a guy you're probably aware of who is named Lucas Bakken. He's over here behind us. And today we're going to be going over some drills that we did at a course that we took with Scott a couple months ago. Now, if you're unfamiliar with Scott in Nocturnality, he's actually the guy who builds all the night vision that we sell on the website. So Scott, can you take it from here and explain the drill we're going to be doing?
Yeah, we're kind of combining a couple things that we did at this course, and one of the coolest things that we do, I think that everybody enjoys. One is the accuracy standard that we do. So that's what we're going to start with. This is pretty simple. Really all you need ideally is 100 yards of distance. It works best if you have two USPSA targets to track your hits and your performance, and then you need a 30 round mag. So it's going to be 3 strings of 10 that you're going to shoot individually. Back here at 100, roughly speaking with the stick here, we're going to go prone and shoot 10 rounds into the left target, trying to get all A and C zone hits here back here at 100. And then we're gonna move up to the 50 yard, and from there we're gonna shoot kneeling into the right target, going for all 10 A zone hits. And then finally we're gonna move up to the 25 yard, where we're gonna shoot the last 10, and that's gonna be standing and only in the full head box. And so we're trying to go 30 for 30. There's a 20-second par at each stage, but the point is not really to go fast, it's to get your hits, so 20 seconds is pretty generous. I think we can do it.
Yeah, so another thing with this is obviously pushing the accuracy standard for yourself, but also this is a really good drill to confirm that you know your lasers is zeroed and you actually know what's going on with it.
Yeah, definitely. So what we see in our class and just our own training and stuff is a lot of times capable shooters will throw shots, especially back here as we get a little further away, not because they're not good shooters, but only because they're not really sure exactly what's going on with their laser relative to, especially if you do a converging zero relative to that day optic. You get your day optic, solid, and you're good to go, and then you shoot, test your laser accuracy, and all of a sudden, your shots are left, right, high, low, whatever, and so this is a good way to kind of figure out what's going on with that.
Sweet. All right, let's get into it. Nine?
Might only been 9.
My gun did not eject.
Yeah, 9 shots.
So you need to go a little faster. Maybe the 30 second was a good idea.
Yeah. You want to redo 30 second?
No, that's fine.
Okay.
At least one, Charlie. Plenty of time.
Oh yeah.
All right, so let's take a look at the target and see how I did. So here at the 100-yard target, I only got 9 shots off in the par time. I had a malfunction with the gun, but I was still going to be right at the par time either way. So we have a good indicator right here that my zero is not the greatest. Now this group's pretty decent, but obviously that is not where I was aiming. My laser, if anything, was up a little bit higher than that. Now over here on the 50 and 25-yard target, so this is my group for the kneeling. So as we see, laser is still zero, or still low, and it's a little bit off to the right. And I also have these two shots are the kneeling as well. So not the best shooting. And then the head box, we got all 10 rounds right here, and to the right again and low. So we're seeing that my laser is not zeroed and that I'm also not the best shooter. So Scott, what did you see me do wrong?
Well, some tips for this. I don't think you did anything super wrong. Some tips for this. One is if you happen to have somebody else with night vision, because we're shooting lasers, you should always have your buddy running timer or whoever looking at the target with their night vision and critiquing where the laser is at when the shot broke. And then, I can say, hey, dude, you were breaking shots, wherever, left, right, high, low, something like that. Brandon was breaking his shots pretty much exactly where the laser was, in the right zone. So if it was a perfect, zero, we'd probably see this group up here because, your laser was consistent, solid, everything like that. On the prone shooting, getting over the gun really kind of putting some force on top of it to really super stabilize it with the mag well in the ground, because you can do a constant on with your laser. That's a really good way to get a really quick return and solid laser hold on a farther distance shot. And then up here, I thought you were breaking your shots pretty good. It seemed like when we're transitioning to the small, the smaller head box, it seemed like your laser was never, you were breaking it as it was moving here, which maybe could have caused some of the left to right, but overall I thought you did pretty good. You just, the zero is usually what does it.
Yep. Awesome. All right, so now that we're done with this drill, Scott's gonna run Lucas through the other standards drill.
All right, so now we've set up the close range standards, Nocturnality standards. So we've got a target at 20 yards, and we've got a second target offset about 45 degrees from the shooting position, which is right here at about 5 yards. So Lucas is gonna shoot this drill. How you set this up is you got three rounds in your rifle to start with, you got a rifle reload at the ready, and you got your pistol ready. So on the beep, how this is gonna work is at the 20-yard target, the shooter's gonna shoot 3 rounds A zone. They're gonna obviously get a bolt lock reload at that point. They're gonna transition to this target with their pistol and shoot 3 rounds A zone with the pistol, safely holster, and then reload the rifle and finish with 1 round back at the 20 from the rifle in the full head box. And how this is scored typically is what's called a time plus scoring. So it's your raw time on the timer. You get plus 1 second for anything in the C zone, you get plus 3 seconds for anything in the D zone, and you get plus 5 seconds for any mics. Yeah, so typically how we do this with night vision training is we'll shoot this 3 times each time we do it. The first time is going to be, and each time is going to vary on how you engage the target. The first time is going to be your active run. So that's laser shooting with the rifle. You get a score, cool, pace the target, reset. The second time, we're going to shoot it all passive. So that would be the rifle and pistol, obviously both your daytime optics. And then a third time, for an extra challenge, is you shoot with a white light transition on both the rifle and the pistol for all your shots. So that's basically starting with your nods down, moving the nods out of the way in some form or fashion, however you want, and then turning on activating your white light and shooting through the day optic, both with the rifle and the pistol.
The safety.
Raw, 8.6.
Oh my gosh.
.878 raw.
Oh my gosh, this is hard. Ooh. Oh, I forgot about the head.
Uh-oh. 10.53 raw.
What was that?
10.5.
I shot the right
10
shoulder
seconds,
with
right
my rifle.
All right, so Lucas shot this really good. His active time was mid-8s, his exact same for passive, and then white light, everybody's gonna lose a second or two, and his white light time was in the mid-10s. We're not gonna give him this one because this was actually an alpha shot from his second run. Overall, he had like a +1 each run, so really solid and consistent across all 3, which is really what you want. Ideally, you want to be just as proficient with your laser, with your day optic, and also having to do white light transitions. So that's kind of the point of all this. You get your scores, average them out. If one's way out of whack, you know what you need to work on. You can just focus down on that the next time you go to the range, and then make sure to shoot all 3, maybe the time after that, to see where you're at and check your skills. Definitely don't neglect the distance standards that we shot first. This one's probably more fun, and it might be a little bit more accessible, but you definitely want to make sure that your distance and your laser zero is on point, and between the two you can really kind of figure everything out and have some good tools to take for night vision training. So with that, this is Scott with Nocturnality, T.REX team. Thanks for hosting me, and we'll see you next time.